Yo, what is up, everybody? It is B from the BNX show. It is 2 days after aftershock, and I am still recovering from aftershock because I got a little sick on day 3. Yeah, day 3. Technically night 2, because I got a little too fucked up at a house party after aftershock happened. After the festival was like closed down and shit for the night, I went to some house party where an underground band played at, and I just kept getting offered beer. That, and I brought whiskey. I kept downing those. I ended up like throwing up. Woke up the next day, had like a runny nose and a sore throat. So I'm still recovering from that. It's a lot less like I can still do my main stuff that I like need to. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's talk about aftershock. Pros and cons of aftershock 2024. Pros: the festival was phenomenal. So many good people were playing. Slipknot, they played all of their 99 album, their first album. Played damn near every song, or at least all the good songs. And then had like it was either a freestyle or it was a part of a song that they did in the 90s with the DJ. And that was fucking sick. Mastodon played Leviathan top to bottom. That was fucking incredible. Pantera, man. I was in the pit for Pantera right when they first came on, and I had to bolt. My back was hurting so bad during Pantera because I just kept getting pushed. They started with a new level, and like, fuck, dude, I can still feel those people pushing my back. Some dude like started pushing up against my spine, and I was like, fuck this, I need to get the fuck out of here. So I started booking it. I could have probably crowd surfed my way out of that situation, but I really didn't want anything to fall out of my pants. So I just fucking started bolting. And I like squeezed through people. I swear to God, like that whole experience only lasted about 5 minutes till I was at the back. But god fucking damn, that shit felt like it took forever. That shit felt like I was playing Maze Runner with a bunch of fucking people. But it was a fantastic fucking show. They played so many good fucking songs. But yeah, fucking, who else played? Joey Valance was there. And I didn't even know he was gonna be there. So fucking, I heard Baddest Bitch in the Club, and I heard Punk Tactics. Those are like the only 2 songs that I heard from them, because I was walking around the festival and they were at the DWP stage, and I just walked there and I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And I realized it was Joey Valance and Bray or whatever the fuck. And I was like, oh fuck, they're performing here? Keep in mind, I didn't really look at the schedule or anything when I went to Aftershock. I was just walking around the whole festival like trying to see the most that I could. So I didn't have any type of like schedule. I didn't even know when Mastodon was going to play. I just so happened to be there when they started playing. And my god, Mastodon was so fucking good. So fucking good. Honestly, like even when they played at a stage where like it wasn't one of the great stages, they were still fucking phenomenal. Way better than Five Finger Death Punch. It was performing at the same fucking time as Mastodon. Five Finger, low-key fucking sorry. Fucking bullshit ass band. They shouldn't even have been on that fucking stage. I was near the front when they came on and I thought it was for Slipknot. And I was like, who the fuck is this? So I fucking dipped and I later found out it was Five Finger and I was like, yeah, I didn't miss that fucking show. But I went across and then fucking like Mastodon started playing a part in the movie where they were like trying to hunt the whale and he just got like the grappling hook. And then it fucking, like, that's how I knew it was Mastodon too. I was like, fuck, dude. They're going to play some shit right now. And then they announced they were doing Leviathan top to bottom. And I was like, fuck, dude. That's fucking raw. That's fucking awesome. Because damn near they started with their best song. Or at least their most well-known song. Their last song was their best fucking song, I'm not gonna lie. That shit was so fucking good. Like, man, they really did that album justice. Oh shit, the trail cat is still here. You coming up to say hi, buddy? Yeah, come here, buddy. This is the cat that I always see on this trail. Alright, bro. I'm gonna keep on walking. You have a good night. Alright. So enough of me like talking fucking about Mastodon. Slayer, bro. Oh my god. Slayer was phenomenal. I didn't know I was going to actually see Slayer ever. Because they announced that like last tour thing in 2019 and I was like, damn, I'm really not going to see Slayer. And now that I've seen Slayer, I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm so glad I got to see Slayer. Like, they may not be in their prime, but my god, they still sound like they're in their prime. And they played hella good songs. They played some songs that I didn't really recognize too, but it's whatever. It's bound to happen. When like the artist gets bored of all their good songs, they're gonna play some of their songs that they don't really play that much. But all right. Cons of the event. So many damn microphone problems. Like constantly. I don't know what it was. Like I first really noticed it with Mastodon too, because fucking, I forgot what his name is, but it's the dude with the fro, with like the frizzle hair. He's ginger, that dude. He was supposed to be singing, but his microphone was just not working. And then it kept like feeding back, so I think they just turned his mic off. Which honestly, it wasn't really that much of a loss. Like, you can still hear the bass player's microphone just fine, and that's the main dude. So, it was still a good fucking show. But I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, that's not even the only time I noticed microphone issues. There was hella microphone issues with the stage that had no projectors. I don't know what that stage was called, but it's the stage that had no projectors on it. And it was like very like underground type style for those people. Silly Goose played on that stage. TX2 played on that stage. Fear Factor played on that, or Fear Factory played on that stage. And like, I was there for Fear Factory. Fear Factory was pretty good. When I was seeing them, I was like, damn, I didn't even know they were in Mortal Kombat. But yeah, microphone problems on that stage. And then there was another artist who had microphone problems on the what stage? The Shockwave stage. Fuck, there was so many people there. I don't really even remember who had microphone problems and where. But somebody had microphone problems at Shockwave, hella microphone problems on the stage that had no projectors, and Mastodon had microphone issues, which was kind of sad. I wish they didn't. I wish Mastodon played a perfect show with no like issues, but shit happens live. And like I totally understand that. I know a lot of other people who aren't going to understand that. That's totally fair. You can be ignorant to the music industry and like not know that problems are going to happen live. That's what free will is all about. Anyways, another con of the event, fucking everything was so goddamn fucking expensive. So day one, right? I'm trying to have a good time. I didn't bring any liquor with me or anything. I had my carts. I had to sneak my carts in because like I just tried walking in with my carts. I put them on the table for security and they're like, oh yeah, no weed paraphernalia or whatever that word is. And I was like, oh, what? Because I've done that before where I've just like placed my carts on the security table and they just let them through. So I was kind of taken back. I was like, oh, can I leave? Like, I don't really want to throw them away. And he's like, yeah, you can just walk back out. And I'm like, all right, sick. So I just had to like sneak them in a different way. But anyway, you can do the same thing with the liquor too. If you have a water bottle, you can just fill the water bottle with liquor and then hide it in your pants or something. And they're not gonna check. But I didn't do that because I wanted the full experience. I got there at 11 a.m. and like I just ate breakfast before I drove there. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a drink. Because like one, I need to see what the prices are gonna be like. And two, like it's day one, I want a drink, right? So I go up to the whiskey bar. Fucking a whiskey lemonade is fucking $20 fucking dollars. And the bartender was like, all right, so we have the regular or we can make it a double shot. And I was like, oh, okay, well, how much is a double shot? I'm thinking like maybe it's like 25 or 30 bucks, the usual hustle. She fucking said double the fucking price for a double shot. And I just was like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking for real? That shit is gonna cost me 40 bucks? I'll tell you this right now. That single shot didn't do fucking anything to me. Nothing. I barely felt that shit. It felt like it was watered down whiskey poured into lemonade. So like I barely got any alcohol. So that was 20 bucks down the drain and I was like, fuck, okay. Well, what am I gonna do now? I have this cup in my hand. I low-key wanted to keep the cup, but I didn't have like a locker or anything. And I didn't have like pockets. I didn't bring a jacket, nothing. Which, thank God day one was actually hella hot. Because if it wasn't, I would have had to drop money on a jacket on day one. And that would have like rang me up around 80 bucks. And I only know that because on day two, I didn't bring a jacket. I made the mistake of not bringing a jacket with me. And fucking, I had to get a dime bag jacket. That shit is awesome. That shit is awesome. But that shit was 80 fucking dollars for a fucking jacket. And honestly, the jacket's not even the best quality either. It's kind of like your stereotypical, like, kind of shitty fabric. But it will keep you warm. And it's got the dime bag thing on the side with the razor. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that jacket. It's low-key. It has dime bag on it. I like the jacket. I'll take the jacket for $80. But fucking beers. So after I got the whiskey, right, I still wanted to drink throughout the day. So I was like, okay, I'll get a beer. I'll get Blue Moon. And honestly, that was the best decision because every beer costed the same amount, but they had Coors Light in there. And I thought these were all going to be tall cans. My friend bought a Coors. Well, Xander bought a Coors. And fucking that shit was just a regular Coors that you get from like the can. Like the 32 pack cans. That shit was like $13.50 for him. I bought a Blue Moon for $13.50, and at least it was like the tall boy cans. So still not fucking worth it, but a whole lot better than like a regular Coors Light. So I got that. And I was like, all right, this is a little bit better. And they had hydration stations. So I was like, okay, I'll just keep the can and just use that as my like hydration thing. And I didn't really think that like I would eventually have to use the restroom and I'd have to put my body in a porta potty. And if I'm holding the can, then the can's going in the porta potty with me. And I really don't want I really just don't like the thought of drinking out of something that's been in a porta potty that doesn't have like a lid to it to like at least attempt to keep the like odor and E. coli out of my fucking drink. So I was like, fuck. And I'm drinking beer and water all fucking day. I didn't even have, well, that's not true. I had some food on like all 4 days. And what I got was I got this coleslaw chicken burger for $20. And when I ordered it, I thought I was at least going to get like some fries or something with the order. Fuck no. I was dead fucking wrong. No, they didn't give me shit, bro. They just gave me the fucking burger. And I was like, oh. And it's like, it's the same like size, at least the patty is, as like a McDonald's cheeseburger. The burger itself was actually pretty big. It was like, I want to say like that big. Because it had coleslaw in it. It was like fried coleslaw or like, I don't know, like coleslaw that they cooked up on the grill and put it on top. It was a good fucking burger. I just wish it came with fries for the price. But I got that. Delicious fucking burger day one. Day two, I'm not gonna lie, the burger did not hit as hard. I got the same fucking thing my second day there. Because like I have this thing where if I get something from somewhere like one time, I'll keep coming back. I think that's also like a psychological thing. But like this thing was like way out of the way. Almost nobody was going up to it. And I can just like order and get my food hella quick. So that's just what I did for the first 2 days. Is I just went there. And fucking, it was good. Like the burgers were good. It was just fucking expensive. And like, on top of that, I ordered like, I think it was either 2 or 3 beers on day one, plus the whiskey, plus the food. So if you combine all that, that's around 63 something day one. I spent $63 roughly. That's only if I had 2 beers, because I don't know how many beers I had. I honestly forgot. But day 2 came and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna fucking drink at this event, or at least like buy alcohol at the event, because like fuck those prices. So day 2, I ended up not spending money on alcohol. However, I did spend money on fucking water, which fucking one of these was fucking $6 at the fucking bar service stations. And here's what they would do. If your drink came with a cap, they would fucking open it in front of you and keep the fucking cap. And like, I was just like, I just paid for a fucking water bottle with no fucking cap for $5. Like, are you at least give us the cap. Why the fuck do they keep the cap? That has me so they do the same thing with Powerade. Like, I bought a couple Powerades because it's at least a little more worth it when it's $6 for a Powerade and not $6 for a fucking water. Because, like, you're only getting that much cold water if the bottle is even cold in the first place. Which mine was. Like, I didn't have any problems with, like, it not being cold. But imagine if this was, like, not fucking cold. They didn't give you a fucking cap and they asked for $6. Like, that's so fucking ridiculous. But anyways, fucking, I got a water. It's getting close to, like, nighttime, and since I didn't drink beer, I actually didn't have to use the restroom a whole lot that day. I think I only used it once. And every time I used the restroom, like, if I had a bottle that can, like, hold water, I threw it away because, like, I just don't really like the thought of, like, E. coli being airborne and fucking getting in my bottle and then resulting me in getting more sick. Because, like, who fucking knows at those porta potties? Those porta potties are fucking disgusting. But anyways, it starts getting to nighttime, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm cold. And, like, I had just eaten. So, like, I'm already about $26 down day 2 because I bought the burger again. And I'm like, all right, I need a jacket. So I head to the Dime Hardware store. Oh, the Dime Hardware was fucking raw. I didn't even see that day 1. I saw that shit day 2 and I was like, what the fuck? This is just here? Like, fuck, I didn't even see this. So I went there because they sold, like, shirts and shit too. Like, they didn't just have the Dime guitars out and shit. They actually, like, had merchandise there too. And they also had jackets and no line. Keep that in mind. They had no fucking line there too. So I can just go up and buy a jacket. And that's exactly what I did. And then I paid $80 for a jacket. And to this day, that jacket still has fucking dirt on it because I haven't washed it yet since that day. So since Friday, it's just been in my bathroom, covered in, like, leaves and fucking dirt. Because later on that night was the night that I went to that house party and got hella fucked up. And I was just rolling on the floor, like, eventually after a while, because I was just, like, fed beer the entire time I was there. That was great. That was awesome. But yeah, fucked up that jacket. Day 3 comes and I got a little more smart about my spending. I was like, all right, I'm bringing a jacket. My friends got a lot. I didn't even put my jacket in the locker because I didn't need to. We arrived at like 3. So I was like, all right, so I'm most likely not going to need food. And, like, maybe I can buy a beer or something. And I think I did. I think I bought a beer on day 3 just to have, like, a can on me to refill. And then, funny enough, I finished the beer and had to go to the restroom, so I think I just threw it away. So that's $13 down the drain, day 3. And fucking, man, I don't even remember what else I did day 3. Day 3 is when I saw Joey Valens. but I know I bought something else. But it might have just been another beer. So we're just going to go ahead and say like $26 day 3. Day 4 is when Xander finally came with me to Aftershock. And he wanted some merch. And this was the first time I ever actually went into the merch line, like the big merchandise line to get stuff. And I didn't really want to leave without getting a shirt. So I was trying to get this Aftershock shirt that had like every band that was playing. And then the guys were like, oh, we only have this in either medium or XL. And I'm a large, or at least I just like larges. I might be a medium, but fuck that. I'm wearing a large because it's more comfy. So I was like, all right, I'm getting this red Pantera shirt then. And it is 11 o'clock. I did get there early on day 4. I wasn't there early on days 2 and 3 because, like, fucking got fucked up. But, yeah, day 4, the shirt was only like 44 something. So it was a pretty cheap shirt, like, compared to what I was used to. And I almost lost the shirt too because I fell asleep on day 4, like in the middle of the festival. I ended up waking up when Tom Morello started playing Killing in the Name of. So I didn't even see any of his Audio Slave shit that he was doing. I just like heard Killing in the Name of start and like my eyes kind of just shot awake. I was like, fuck. Tom's fucking playing Killing in the Name of. I need to fucking head over there now. And like, I think either Skillet or Falling in Reverse was playing right in front of me. And like, high fucking key. Falling in Reverse was fucking sorry. I was just like, what the fuck? They also like pointed out how like their music is real and that they didn't need drum triggers, whatever the fuck that means. But the fact that he had to say that makes me feel like the music is definitely fake and they are faking most of the shit. Although it didn't really look like they were, but like, bruh, all the fucking bands are choreographed. Like, just shut up. Don't fucking talk about it. Just put on a good fucking show. Like, stop complaining that people think your music is fucking trash and fucking fake. Just perform a good show. That's how you, like, tell people that your shit is authentic and real. By putting on a good fucking show. Not fucking bitching and complaining about it. Anyways. Little rant over. Fucking Tom Morello was great from when I got to see him. I didn't see his kid on stage because I think I was asleep during that time. But fucking, who was playing that day besides fucking, I don't even know. I know Motley Crue was last. And Motley Crue actually sounded fucking good. They sounded hella fucking good. And I know he had help. Like, there's no fucking doubt in my mind that Vince Neil did not have backing tracks. Like, he definitely fucking had backing tracks. Because some of the shit, like, you can tell when it was, like, just his voice, it wasn't that, like, great. Like, when they played a newer song, I was like, alright, like, that was okay. But when they played all their old shit, I was like, alright, yeah. Yeah, that was a good fucking show. And, like, it really just tells me, as a musician, that the more money you put into it, you are actually going to sound better. Like, the money does fucking matter. That's what Aftershock has taught me. The money fucking matters for your sound. Because if you don't have like good enough money, you can still sound good, but you're never going to sound fucking great or fantastic. Because if Motley Crue can fucking sound amazing and fantastic, fucking damn near everybody can. That's just the sad truth. You just need the money and the like fan base to like have that shit happen. I went on a whole different rant. How much money did I spent like so much money. That's probably like, I think that's the end of the cons for aftershock. Just like the amount of money you need to be prepared to spend, or just like be prepared to walk out of aftershock to get food. Either one of the two to like save money if you're broke. If you're not broke, that's not really a problem, but most people are, and especially right now. And like the microphone issues, honestly, at aftershock, like as a musician, I totally get it. But it is fucking aftershock. Like, y'all should get the levels fucking perfect by the first fucking song. No fucking excuses. Because some of those fucking sound guys who were doing the like sound were fucking up some of those bands. And like some of the bands like had hella quiet vocals or like a hella quiet fucking guitar, and it was one of the two. And I was just like, damn, bro, like. And then after the song would end, the like singer and the guitar player would like play to try to like level out the mics, and they finally got it to like somewhat reasonable. And I was like, yeah, that should have been like fixed during the fucking song. Like, why the fuck did they wait till after? But yeah, I guess good sound engineers are like hard to come. Nah, that's probably a diss. That's hella disrespectful. But honestly though, it was aftershock. That was a $400 event if you paid full price, like $474 without tax. So if you're paying $474 to see all these fucking bands, high fucking key, you either get the sound perfect or you're fired. That's how I would have ran that shit. If I walked around that festival and I was like head dude of the event and I heard all those sound problems, I'd fucking sock the shit out of the fucking engineer. I'd walk up to him and be like, what the fuck's the problem? Like, you gonna fix that shit? And then if he gave me some like smart ass fucking remark, then I'd fucking fire him. Like, Trump, bro, you're fired. You're fired. Other than those two things, aftershock was fucking phenomenal. I think that's it. I think that's all my thoughts on aftershock. I'm gonna head out because my walk is over. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.